Hey there, Ankit this side from Digital Coffee, and in this video I am going to talk about what is the importance of analytics inside Shopify store and how to track things in a very good way and how to measure the same analytics using Google Analytics. So there are two types of analytics. One that is inbuilt inside the Shopify dashboard. The other is that you link to Google Analytics and figure out the customer behavior, and various flows, each and everything regarding a customer taking action on your website and what exactly they are doing. So let's dive deeper. So just on the home page of any of the Shopify store, you will find that Shopify itself gives a lot of information regarding what exactly things are going on inside your store. So this shows that these products were added to the cart most often. So it gives you an idea what are some of the trending products that people are looking for inside your store these days. Okay, so this gives you a fair bit of idea that which product to work upon, which product to show ads to people, and various things regarding that. Now they are in the last 14 days these products were viewed most often. So it shows ki in the bracket time of May 18 to May 31st, which product is getting the most number of views. So see they are putting these products in the order of the number of views from top to bottom. So it will give you an idea which uh, product is getting the most number of tractions. Okay, so and there are some other things which we should keep in mind, like there is a two option called analytics here. When we click on this analytics, it shows what is the number of sessions for today, what is the number of online store conversion. But the first thing and the foremost thing we should keep in mind where our traffic is coming from. Okay, so this is the place where we get this report. Okay, this shows that our main traffic is coming from United States, then followed by United Kingdom and India. Okay, then we should keep this mind which device is getting which device is being used to access our website. See, it's mobile and this is desktop. Okay, so one thing is clear here that more and more people are accessing your website through mobile. So your website should be mobile optimized under any circumstances. Don't even bother to ignore this, because most of your traffic, when you see through the analytics, you will find that most of your traffic is coming through mobile. So it's better to optimize your product website for or Shopify store for mobile and not for desktop. It's better to optimize for mobile, because more and more people are shifting to mobile version these days. And by mobile optimization I means the text, the layout, the UI, everything should look pleasing, and it makes sense. It creates a trust. At the same time, it should load faster. Now, the other thing that we should keep in mind: online store session by traffic source. So, where our maximum traffic is coming from? Is it social? Is it direct? Or is it search? So, search basically is someone is searching for, like, suppose you are selling anything like. Suppose you are selling trimmer, beard trimmer, right? So if someone is searching for beard trimmer, and if your website is ranking on the first page of Google, or if that is getting a click, so it comes under search. If some people is directly searching for your website, suppose your website name is XYZ, if people is searching for xyz.com, so it's a direct traffic. If people are coming from social platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat, TikTok, so this is basically there can be two ways, like either you are running ads or you are running some organic campaigns having a lot of followers. So this happens in two ways. Fine. Now see which online store, which social platform is providing you the maximum number of traffic. So it's showing that from Facebook I am getting 60% for traffic, and from Instagram I am getting one traffic. So we need to our whole strategy should revolve around this thing. These are a hell lot of data. These data are pure gold, and you can optimize each and everything according to this data. Okay, now coming to reports. There is reason why a search box is placed on the top of your store or any e-commerce store, because they store owners or that particular company wants people to go ahead, click on the search button and look for their favorite product. So it will give you an idea what exactly people are looking for. So this is basically one part of search console that is available inside Google Analytics. Don't ignore this. Try to optimize your product description or meta description or product title with these keywords, and try to include each and everything, like iron, IOR and GA. This is something you can't use, but this is something you can use. I like, suppose if you have a product which starts with something like pizza maker or pizza stone. So if people are looking for pizza making, then you should have something that is optimized inside in your store in such a way that when someone is looking for just pizza, it just pops up. Make sense? Okay, this is basically the live view. So how many traffic are live right now on your website? What is the customer behavior? Are they looking for any, are there any active carts? Is someone checking out? If someone has purchased? This is samples a 10-minute real-time page view. So since this store doesn't have any traffic right now, real line traffic, so how this works, yeah, so if anyone jumps into on this store, this will convert to either one or depends how many visitors are there on the website. Now coming back, this is all about Shopify analytics. Now coming to Google Analytics. This store has a Google Analytics. Okay, so I will just talk about what is the behavior acquisition, how people are flowing on my website. Okay, let's talk about behavior flow. This whole diagram shows a lot of things about your website. So basically 73 people are coming on my website, landing on the first page of my website, that's called home page, and out of that 84.3% are living without visiting any other website, other page of the website. Okay, other 15.7 people are traffic going to a different section of the pages. There is a there is a massive drop off, you can say massive drop off. you know that matters a lot. It means either my homepage or homepage is not particularly optimized for the traffic, people are not liking my homepage, or people are not finding things relevant to their need. Means either we are targeting a very wrong set of audience, or our audience is not in need of the products that we are selling as of now. So you can have a look at this store. This particular page has a drop off of 95.7. That's massive. It should be way lesser. It should be way lesser. We should have to propagate. But one thing is sure, when you are dealing with e-commerce store, chances are very high that drop off will be too much if your target audience, if you are not targeting the right set of audience. So it's better to target the right set of audience to decrease the drop off, and the traffic through increases massively. So this is one way of analyzing. See, now I got to know that there's something wrong with my landing page. So I will most probably install a heat map and see where is the point where people are actually leaving my site. Fine. Once I find that, I will try to optimize things and again start sending traffic and see if that works out or not. So it's basically A/B testing or hit and try. The thing which works out, I will double or triple down the effort. The things which are not working, I will pause that for the moment. Okay, hope you get an idea of how to analyze things and how to analyze data, since we don't have that much of data inside our store as of now. But yeah, I tried myself to give you meaningful insights about how Shopify Analytics and behavior flow inside Google Analytics for a particular e-commerce store works. Hope you guys like my video. Do like, share and subscribe this channel, and don't forget to leave your comment regarding how much you like this video. And if you have any comments, just go down, drop a comment, and I will get back to you in no time. Till then, Stay safe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.